It's only now that I'm reminded that she was a Disney girl because the criticism she's been receiving echoes a lot of the same sentiments of criticism hurled at the 2000s Disney girls for not being a good role model.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. These people are allowed to grow up. They're allowed to grow up. Newsflash. They will age. They will not. You know what? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you didn't already know, act like you know because it's not us, so let's hop right into this video. So today we are reacting to the Sabrina Carpenter controversy. So before we hop in, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's just hop right into this video.
Sabrina Carpenter has had a hell of a year. She has reached the echelon of main pop girl status after 5 albums and a decade of work. With the release of Short and Sweet, in a way, Sabrina feels like an entirely new artist.
Absolutely.
Sure, if you look to her past work, you'll see traces of her playfulness, even if it is relatively quaint compared to present day. But there were other aspects missing, such as her palpable personalized touch or really standout production. Her 2022 album Emos I Can't Stand is where the seed was planted for her rebirth, and Short and Sweet is where it bloomed. Sabrina Carpenter has taken such full force during the Short and Sweet era that I forget that she was a Disney girl.
For real.
One reason is I don't think Sabrina came up in a time for Disney where it was still super impactful. She came just right after. Her Disney Channel show Girl Meets World was not one of the all-timer Disney shows. It was just kind of there. It hasn't really left a cultural footprint, like Hannah Montana, for example.
That's fair.
It's only now that I'm reminded that she was a Disney girl because the criticism she's been receiving echoes a lot of the same sentiments of criticism hurled at the 2000s Disney girls for not being a good role model.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. These people are allowed to grow up. They're allowed to grow up. Newsflash. They will age. They will not. You know what? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I'm just thinking about people that are still Disney kids or Disney adults. That's what they refer to them as. And this is no judgment because, again, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. You're your own person, okay? If you're not out here hurting nobody, have fun. Make the big splash, okay? I don't care that you're a Disney child or a Disney kid or a Disney adult. Holy crap. I'm trying to stay on the damn topic. But I don't care about that. My point is, do you not want to see these people grow up? Their minds change. My mind's changed so many times. They're allowed to branch out and find out who they are. Is that not what you want your kid to do? Is that not what you want your teenager to do? Branch out?
In Sabrina's case, I'm not even sure that the people criticizing her are of her Disney audience.
Probably not.
Because realistically, they would be around the same age as her, and a large part of her demographic. For months now, it feels like the Sabrina critics have really come out swinging hard about her being sexual. Here are some tweets collected by the Tribune. This is just disgusting. Her fans are 13 and above. But stuff like this adds to the exposed crap that they've seen, especially since it's someone they look up to, said one ex-user. These generations are effed up, another commented. She started off so nice, and then it was more and more sexual. Fame really kills artists, added another person. But apparently her tour is not even where the outrage started. She also got backlash for her VMA performance. Inappropriate, cringy, and they really want to shove everything that's sexual plus kids are watching. This is one comment one social media user left, specifically when Sabrina locked lips with an alien during her performance. Long ago when VMAs were all about appreciation for good music. I'm confused about this narrative because the VMAs have never really been a clean show. Are we forgetting the entire premise of the VMAs? They were built on pop spectacle and sexiness. Literally think of the most iconic moments from the VMAs. The 1984 Like a Virgin performance, the Madonna, Britney, and Christina kiss, the I'm a Slave for You performance. It's so funny when people put a halo effect on the past that just doesn't hold up in any regard. The comments continue to pour in, with one Instagram user saying, "Absolutely shameful, performing mock oral sex on stage is not something to be bravoed. Two women kissing is not something to be applauded. "This is not art, it's porn. She and everyone who had anything to do with this show ought to be ashamed. Disturbing on all levels," another one said. "Whatever happened to a single fun, normal live performance? No wonder why our youth struggle with so many issues. Just look at the content that is consistently shoved down their throats." Another person said, "Immediately no, so wildly inappropriate. Artists sinking to new desperate lows for attention." Maybe because I've just been on the positive side of the Sabrina rise, but I had no idea that she was igniting such strong vitriol from people.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
did
I
not
didn't
know
know.
it was this serious for people.
Maybe
The only
because also, like, I don't watch her concert performances. At least I will see clips from it. And so I am not experiencing or seeing the things that the other people are seeing.
I remember being a viral moment is his mom and her child doing a TikTok, and him saying a swear word, and Sabrina being like, she's going to release the clean version of Please Times 3. But people just thought it was funny. It didn't really warrant any backlash. But the crazy thing is, her backlash even predates the short and sweet era. And it seemed to really start coming into play when she did her famous nonsense outros on the Eras tour. The nonsense outros sometimes featured innuendos and other times were just straight up sexual. It was largely met with positive reception and was an essential gimmick in helping her rise. But some people in attendance of the Eras tour were not happy with the outros. And given that Taylor Swift is a very clean artist, I guess to some degree it makes sense why some of her audience might not gel with it. This isn't to be reflective of Taylor's entire audience, because obviously the Eras tour put a lot of eyes on her. Some fans didn't take well to Carpenter's outros though. One person commented, "Disgusting considering there's children there." Another stated, "That's so cringe." A third wrote, "Perfect for the 10-year-olds in the audience." One person wondered, "There's children at these shows, why would she say that?" Another added, "Oh dear, there are children there. Lord have mercy. Spicy is one thing. Saying he's so big I felt it in my kidney is inappropriate." The lyrics that prompted this response was from the show in Brazil, where Sabrina says, "What come over this is not a drill. He said to get on top, I said I will. Then he made me come to Brazil." Now the backlash has only seemed to intensify due to her tour. In certain parts of her tour, she gyrates and recreates sexual intimacy using silhouettes, namely during Bed Kim, which is a no-brainer. It's like, why wouldn't she be sexual during that song? She also has a new gimmick that replaces the nonsense outros, which has been dubbed the Juno Sex Chart, where she recreates a sex position every night. People have called her disgusting and said her display of sexuality is gross. Honestly, I'm kinda surprised that this is such a huge talking point about Sabrina, but at the same time, when you consider history, it's expected. But I don't know what the people who are mad at her are expecting. If you listen to the lyrics of Short and Sweet and decide that it is an appropriate show to take your kids to, then that is on you. The lyrics of Juno are literally, "Whole package babe, I like the way you fit. God bless your dad's genetics. Wanna try out my fuzzy pink handcuffs? Oh, I hear you knocking, baby, come on up." And of course we can't forget the sexual nature of Bed Kim. It should be no surprise that she's performing it in a bed in a sexual manner. She literally says, "But I bet we'd have really good Bed Kim. How you pick me up, pull him down, turn me round. Oh, it just makes sense." There's literally every indication that she will be sexual at some point. Now, granted, all of her songs aren't sexual or even super explicit, but they do tend to drop a swear word here and there. 7 of the 12 tracks have the explicit warning on Short and Sweet. The only other logical resolutions besides not going I could think of is cover your kids' eyes when those parts come on, or better yet, take them to go to the bathroom, take them to get a snack. You can hear when a song is over at a concert even if you're not directly in the venue because it's so loud. Or just don't consume Sabrina at all. It's not her job to parent your kids or what they consume. It's the parent's job. The backlash really reminds me of the 2000s girls as they were transforming into adulthood, from Britney to Christina to even someone like Miley. That was huge. The Bangers era.
that was.
The headlines surrounding Miley were inescapable.
Yeah,
But the weird thing is,
crazy.
Sabrina wasn't that widely known when she was a Disney star, so I wouldn't expect that same expectation to be placed on her to such a high degree. For a lot of people, Espresso was the first time they've heard of Sabrina Carpenter, and she is an adult woman. She's allowed to be sexual.
Like I had said, I want to stop the video right here because I just want to give my final thoughts on this video. I also said earlier in this video that she's an adult woman. She has body autonomy. She can do, I mean, this is her way of expressing herself and her music. I do agree with Honest that maybe not taking your kids to see this woman, especially if you've heard her lyrics before, if you're a fan of her, you know what goes on, at least in the lyrics, so you have some sort of a imagination, like, of what will happen, maybe not. But if you were on the Taylor Swift tour and that was your first time seeing it and you had your kids there, that is not your fault, because I go see people in concerts that have openers that I've never heard of before, and it's my very first time. I have no expectations, so I can understand the fright, or like the initial shock to the system about, you know, what you're seeing and like your kid being right there. So that's valid. But again, definitely teach your kids, if that is not something that you want them to be listening to, be a parent, okay? Be a parent. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to let me know what you guys thought about this video down below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.